And good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. A man from Buffalo with a long criminal history now faces serious charges accused of attacking several staff members inside a local counseling center. Two on Your Side has been investigating what happened there for several weeks now, but waited to report on this case until it was unsealed in court. Well, tonight we have that exclusive reporting on the incident and why the criminal case, at least for now, is on hold. On March 8th, a little after 2:30 in the afternoon, at Spectrum Health and Human Services office on Main Street in Buffalo, a police report says 44-year-old Bilal Wright was inside for a counseling session. Sources say when he was told a benefits application was still being processed, he got angry.
The allegation is that he, through a computer monitor, punched the victim in his head with his fist, hit the victim with a chair. Another employee tried to prevent him from leaving the office. That individual also suffered injuries to his back, a cut on his hand, and a soreness to his shoulder and left side.
Prosecutors say Wright was able to get out of that counseling room and into a stairwell where he found a female employee.
The allegation is that he grabbed the female victim's arm, shoved her to the floor, causing her to hit her head, and then subjected this victim to sexual contact.
A grand jury indicted Wright on second-degree assault and first-degree sexual abuse. If found guilty, he faces up to 7 years in prison on each charge. And considering the circumstances, District Attorney John Flynn will argue he should serve them consecutively, meaning 14 years behind bars. But for now, the entire case is on hold.
He was deemed to be by two separate doctors not competent to go forward at this time.
A state Supreme Court judge ordered Wright to a secure mental health facility, though Flynn believes he will at some point be deemed competent and will face the charges.
These are normally temporary. I view these as temporary, and I suspect that we're going to be able to go forward in the future.
Wright's past could also become a factor. He was on parole during this alleged attack at Spectrum Health after serving the maximum sentence of a decade and a half on a first-degree robbery conviction. In 2005, he robbed a Buffalo pharmacy, stabbing the clerk and dragging her into the office area to steal cash. At the time, police said he admitted to other robberies and served 2 years in state prison after an attempted robbery conviction in the late 90s.
He could be looking at higher charges if in fact he is either a persistent violent felony offender or just a second violent felony offender.
Spectrum Health CEO declined to talk on camera about exactly what happened early last month, but said in a statement that this was the first serious incident in institutional memory in which a client assaulted a staff member. And quote, Spectrum Health followed protective protocols in the event of client aggressiveness or anger to de-escalate the situation to protect employees, clients, and visitors. Two on Your Side also obtained internal memos sent to Spectrum Health staff. In one, exactly a week after the incident, the company's associate CEO said, quote, I'm aware that there have been concerns over time, and prior to COVID, we were looking at additional options to put in place. She laid out several changes going forward, including placing cameras in the entrances on all levels and in the stairwells, adding secure fob access on the doors to the stairwells, and hiring a security guard.
And the fact that they recognize that this occurred and then took the step to hire security is a good sign.
And we will post Spectrum Health's full statement about this incident later this evening on WGRZ.com.